What's going on, y'all? It's J Small Reviews here, back at it again with another video, man. Bringing you guys my King of the Dot Day 1 Massacre 6 recap. I actually recorded this all last night, pretty freshly after the event. I had it ready for you guys. The files were a bit fucked up, though, so having to redo it this morning, but gonna be a quicker one. Day 2. Day 2 is the more stacked of the 2 days, and then they move Pass versus Torque to Day 2 as well. So now this second day is going to be absolutely crazy a little bit later. But there was still some key performances from Day 1, even with that big battle being moved. Really some standout performances more than anything. So we're going to cover everything real quick. But just wanted to give a shout out real quick to Froze and Bros for their commentary. They will be doing the commentary again today. And I tweeted it. I thought the best compliment I could give is they really made it feel like a sport. I feel like battle rap is a sport. There's always that great debate, and I felt like Froze and Bros in a complimentary way, but especially Froze was really like sounding like a regular ESPN type of analyst, breaking down battles and showing respect while critiquing when necessary. So gotta give my shout outs, man. They did fantastic, and I can't wait to see them hopefully on some other, big time event broadcasts going forward. But like I said, Day 1, a little bit shorter, more concise to cover, but it started with some preliminary battles. The Mike Masters versus TBL battles. It was GK versus Stretch and Lefty versus Tusabe. Nothing too crazy happening there. GK 30'd Stretch. I had Lefty 2-1 over Tusabe. You know what I'm saying? Prelim battle. So, not the craziest performances, but definitely cool. It went to YouTube before the pay-per-view even started. And then they also aired from the building E. Farrell versus Pepe, which was a 30. E. Farrell got him out of here. And then Chef Trez versus Excel went to YouTube. So that's 4 battles and commentary on YouTube before you even get to the stream. And Excel vs. Chef Trez was low-key one of the better back and forths of the entire night. I had Chef Trez edging the first. It's really what the battle comes down to is the first. I had Excel clearly taking the second. And Chef Trez's third was like the first elite round of the night, rebuttal-wise, haymaker-wise. And I had him taking the third. So I had Chef Trez 2-1 over Excel. I'm trying to think what else was here on the undercard. We also had Thesaurus versus A-Ward. A-Ward caught the body of the night. There's a couple key performances to talk about from Day 1, but one of the most key is A-Ward. His first round versus Thesaurus was like that absolute crack. Really one of the, a 9 out of 10 A-Ward round. Like one of the better A-Ward rounds you're going to hear. And then just cleared out the second and the third same way. The third, his second was his worst in comparison. Still won that round clear. And then his third was somewhere in between his first and his second. Thesaurus, he cut his first round 30 seconds in, and even with the second and third, that was pretty clean. It was just a complete mismatch. So A-Ward with one of the 3 key performances of the night. Then you had Real Deal versus Mike P, and you're going to hear a lot of people say this is battle of the night. I can't be mad at it. It's technically the most debatable. I don't think, even though, I haven't been a fan of Real Deal's form recently, I knew he was good versus Kid Chaos, one of his better performances in a minute, but I should have given more credit to what he would look like back on the King of the Dot stage. Because I thought Mike was good. You're going to have some people say Mike won the first 2 rounds of this battle, but me personally, I gave it to Real Deal first and third. He angled all 3 rounds. He has longer buildups to his angles, but he gets the respect to get that buildup out the way on King of the Dot. Very good. I loved this third round. Mike's second was a highlight, but similar to Trez and Excel, I thought it was a good battle, but I pretty comfortably was able to give the winner the first and third round. And in this case, that would be Real Deal. And I'm trying to think, I think there's one more lopsided. Yep. Chiron versus 40 bars. And this one you'll hear some more jokes about because 40 has been prepping up for a roadie run, kind of been talking about how this strength of schedule coming up between Chiron and Av and Twerk, this was going to lead up, to her roadie campaign. I got to be honest, man, there's a chance it might end it early. Chiron got after her, and I actually missed Chiron's first round of this battle, right? Or at least 2/3 of it, my stream messed up. So I watched, Chiron, I see a portion of a good first, and I see a fire first from 40 bars. I felt like the first battle in a run is the one that's going to get that full effort. All right, we're starting out. I got to start with, first big battle on stream here of this schedule coming up. I got to leave an impression. And instead there was an impression left on her because in the second, the third round, this is not even close. She chokes bad in the second. Not just choked early in the round, but the way she handled it, just I hate to say it, but kind of a classic 40 bars moment there. Just a little bit cringy. And Chiron just handled her in the second, and then in the third, he has his best round. And he's just he's whooping her hellaciously in the third. Haymakers, rebuttals. The round is almost like it's one of the longest rounds of the night, but it's so good. That's why it ended up that way. And even she got her third out clean, but it was just no match. I predicted 40 in this one. Thought the home game would play into her advantage. Thought there was a few factors motivation-wise that would help her. But it just further goes to show, man, Chiron's 2024 has been underrated. 30 Danny Myers, 30 DK, and now he's 30 40 bars. And then you could pair that with some complimentary wins versus Shuffle T, versus Anderson Burris. So A-Ward and Chiron, outside of TRex, who we're about to talk about, those were the two performers of the night, and both got some of the clearest wins on the day one. And then that leaves you with two battles, which one has the most exciting performance, and one is probably the least exciting of the entire day one. And so we're going to start with, I guess, the bad news in a sense first, which would be Geechee versus Marv 1. It's really not too much to talk about here. I mean, Geechee already admitted Marv won the battle clearly, first and third, quite a few of those tonight. But quality-wise, this battle really wasn't it. Geechee, how do I put this? Didn't give a fuck. There's really no other way to put it. He basically just did not come with the first round. Really didn't come with the third round either. So kind of just laid over and died. I thought Marv's first was solid, but Geechee kind of just gave up, right? And then Geechee randomly just had a good second. He had this career breakdown second, why are you a legend, Marv? And actually, look confident, just out of nowhere, started trying. So what does Marv do in the second? He freestyles through his second. Marv kind of forgets, after a big haymaker he opened up with, it was like this mass shooting line, you know what I'm saying, playing off the event name and state name. Then he started freestyling, so now they've both kind of thrown away around in the first two. And then Marv's third is actually really good. I'd say if there is a highlight of this battle, I thought Marv's third was strong, a lot of good drug talking there. But this is about Geechee just showing up. I mean, I thought Geechee could probably still win at 60 to 70%. He was about 30, 40%. You're not going to win that way. You know what I'm saying? Not against professional level talent. So shout out to Marv. I think that was the technical main event of day one. I was kind of skeptical of the matchup going in. And even with Marv getting a clear W, it kind of went around. You know what I'm saying? I predicted Geechee, so I got to say I was wrong. But in terms of the quality of the battle, I kind of could have foreseen this coming for this one. And then you got Rex's performance versus Chilla Jones. They ended up going last. And I got to say, I thought this was a cool battle. I was pretty confident in Chilla matchup-wise, but I just didn't see a world where this was really some of the more entertaining footage on the card. And I'm going to start out by saying, listen, Chilla was solid, specifically in the first two rounds. Thought it solid first. His second was really good, but this one was really all about Rex, man. First round of the battle, I got to say, funny enough, I don't think Rex's content was crazy like that in the first round of this battle. He said, do y'all remember when Batman met up with the Kingpin? I do not, because it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple bars. He had a Chilla bar. A few that if you had told me Rex was going to rap this beforehand, I would tell you he's probably going to get his ass whooped, and be honest with you. But his energy, I mean, in battle rap, there's multiple facets, right? And even if you could debate maybe bar for bar, Chilla had the more creative first. The delivery Rex had, the energy he brought to the building, he had a hat slam every round. I mean, this is actually a fully clipped up, fully equipped T-Rex closing the night. He won the first. Some people don't like it, but off of energy and performance alone, he won the first round. You get to the second. Now, this one I'm going to disagree with some people, because a lot of people are like, oh, Rex 30 Chilla, Rex 30 Chilla. I thought Chilla won the second. I thought Rex had a pretty good second too, but he was getting love for everything. He was getting love for breathing. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that kind of transferred over to the second, where Chilla was matching him in aggression, better bar for bar than his first round, landing back to back. I just straight up thought he had, he didn't get as many reactions, but I thought Chilla Jones did have a better second. So I personally had it 1-1 going into the third. But this you got to give it to Rex, even if I'm saying there was a little bit of gas, right? There was a little people just happy to see Rex. He still goes and clearly gets the third with his best round of the battle. So many things to praise Rex for. Not just a good performance, the most impactful performance. Lloyd Banks is tweeting about it. All battle rappers reacting. The fans are rejoicing. Because I got to say, I was enjoying myself too. But he wrote uphill. And I think a big issue with Rex over the last few years, why for a lot of people he's been shaky with consistency, is even if he shows up with one great round, he would gas out. He would lose his breath. He'd have a mixtape verse. It just wouldn't be 3 rounds of that same effort you'd get in one round. This was a very formidable performance, and if you follow up the Big K battle last year, the chess battle, we're not going to talk about that QB one-rounder, right? We're focused on the Big K and chess battle. This is his third 3-round battle in a row versus a top tier where he did really good. I personally had him losing to K, now beating Chess and clearly beating Chilla. But this is showing a level of consistency we haven't seen in years from Rex. He is the standout performer, you know what I'm saying, from day one. I did not think I'd be saying that, but he performed last and he showed up at the absolute peak. And I saw John had a tweet, battle rap is lit when Rex is performing at this level. And I think that's a perfect way to put it. My favorite bar he had, I thought 1,008 grams was the key to life. I mean, he was just in his motherfucking bag. Still a pretty good Chilla Jones performance, too. His first 2 rounds were formidable, but it was all about Rex. And when I look at this day 1 card, I'm looking at TRex, A-Ward, and Chiron as the MVPs for the first half of Massacre 6. And that is my full thoughts here for Massacre day 1, man. Like I said, had the footage beforehand, had to redo it, but I'm hoping that you guys get to this before day 2 starts, because like I said, that we're in for damn near a historic day of battle rap today, man. But please let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think of the top performances? I mean, we all know Rex Ward and Chiron really stole that first day energy. What did you think of those performances? What did you think about, you know, the love from the crowd overall? And does this change any of your predictions today on some of the battles we have going on later? I'd love to know. But it's been J Smo Reviews again, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man. Peace.